You got it on your mind, partner, get it off your chest. You got it on your mind, partner, get it off your chest. You got it on your mind, partner.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy CJ back with another episode of Sport Talk. Me and Rhino up in the building, man. We got another good one for y'all, man. How you doing today, Rhino?
I'm doing good, man. It's another day, another episode. Ready for this shit. Let's go.
All right. Let's get it. So, yesterday, matter of fact, I'm gonna just say yesterday, a couple days, I've been watching some AI highlights, man, and it just brought me back to the one of my favorite eras of basketball, man. The year like the 2000s era, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like that early 2000s era when your favorite player was either AI or Kobe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was them two. This is when Mike was like out the door, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like
hmm
1 foot in, but not really in. This is like back when he was almost like Wizards days. So he was like on his way out the door before LeBron came in. So yeah, man. Thing I loved about that era, man, it was like that was basketball to me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like how it is today where these niggas are scoring 150 points a fucking game, which is baffles me. Like there's no defense being played. Like them games were competitive. There was low scoring. You know what I'm saying? And
hmm
this is on the day in and day out, all 82 games, not just the fucking playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like these days, only time they really buckle down is on the playoffs. So they really much just coasting throughout. Like man, them days was the good old days. Watching AI versus Kobe. What was it? To 2000s playoffs.
They had like they had like they had three straight championships with them three. That was a series, and even though the Lakers won every single one of them, those are good series. We always look. I mean, to me, I look forward to those days. But another team that you didn't really mention was the Sacramento Kings. Even though they never won a championship, that was a good ass squad.
Yeah,
And
they
that's a squad that people don't. I mean, to me, they people forget about them because they didn't win a championship, but that was a good squad.
yeah, it was a good squad. They definitely was. They was always in the mix in them early
Mm-hmm.
2000 days, man. I hate that they broke up the way they did, but they was always in the mix. But
The trades.
it was all about the Lakers. Dallas was
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio was
Okay.
there. Portland was all right, but it was mainly buckled down to like the Lakers and Kings. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But the Kings
Yeah.
just couldn't get over that Laker hump.
Nope.
That
I mean, and then when
that
they did though, when they had the hold on, sorry man, when they had their best season, Chris Webber got hurt, and during the playoffs got that horrible injury, and that was like the end of that. That was the beginning of the end of that era too. That team. Yeah,
yeah,
fucked up his knee. That was a nasty injury too.
yeah, and that's when Kobe had really started to come in to that
Yeah.
Kobe that everybody loved. And then what good about those is you had not only did you have AI and Kobe, you had Shaq. Shaq was there. This is when Shaq was
Yeah,
dominant.
Shaq was a dominant.
Shaq been dominant for a while, but that's when Shaq
Mm-hmm.
was dominant. You had what's his name?
And Robert
Tracy
Horry.
Tracy
Oh,
McGrady. Tracy McGrady.
mm-hmm.
You had Oh my God, Vince
Vince
Carter.
Carter. Vince Carter
Not
was a beast.
you did not want to fuck with him those days because he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna dunk on your goddamn head. Like it's like
Yeah.
he was like really half man, half amazing. Like it was the shit he did in games was ridiculous. I used to love that shit, man. That's when I really started to love basketball. Was right then and there because that's when
Actually,
I
I
actually
mean, as
started
a
to play, and that's when I really started to understand the game. And that's why I used to
mm,
see like defense, like with Doug Christie, he was a good defender.
yeah, he was.
Bruce Bowen was a damn good defender.
Mm-hmm.
So man, it was them days was the fucking days. That's what me and my brothers, we all used to be out in the back shooting around. Even cuz used to be back there. We used to be, I sit back there just everybody acting like they AI, either acting like they AI, acting like they're Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Yeah,
doing
still, yo, we still
everybody.
say
Go ahead.
we we still say Kobe when we shoot a shot in the trash
Yeah,
can all the time. We always say that. That's forever gonna say it. That's forever gonna be still. I mean, yeah, in our life, but yeah, and What about Ron Artest? Ron Artest was a good defense. Was
he
one of the best defenders.
He was a good defender. Like outside of like they sleep on Ron Artest. It's like outside of that fucking fight, man. That fight really kind of tarnished his career a little bit. But Ron Artest, he was that it was a damn.
And we want to talk defense and toughness. You got to talk about Steven Jackson too. He was a beast too. Captain Jack.
Shit,
love that dude.
We got to talk about Ben Wallace. That was one of my favorites.
Oh, Ben Wallace.
Everybody want that fucking afro, man, because he was like what, a 6'9" center killing people shit.
Yep.
You better
good defender. He was no scorer, but he was a defender.
Nah, he definitely wasn't no scorer. But you go in that lane against him, he crashing your shit. Yep. From here to Kingdom Come. Don't go in there weak. Shit, man.
Hey, he kind of even though they won one championship, that team really revived that bad boy Detroit team. Cause that was a tough team. Tayshaun Prince too.
Just think if they would have drafted Melo instead of I forget that dude that they fucking drafted ahead of Melo. Like, imagine if because he went number 2. Imagine if they would have drafted him, Melo, instead of Milicic? I think it's Milicic. Something like that shit. One of them European players. If they would have drafted Melo would have had him a ring now. Because that next year, that's when they won the championship. That was a badass team. And then, like, for a minute, LeBron couldn't get past them. Remember, they was on LeBron's ass.
Yeah.
That's when he was still young, though, and developing. Then when he finally got developed, he killed him.
Yeah, he did.
He killed him. Then, that's when they went to that championship and got fucking swept by the Spurs. But the Spurs has always been consistent, man. It was one of them. I think when the Lakers lost that championship to the Pistons, Lakers almost didn't make it to their damn final. You know what I'm saying? That finals if it wasn't for that damn shot.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell he pulled that off. I was like, yeah, it's over for them. And he made it. I said, what the fuck? How do you? It's like what, 0.3 seconds left? Good job, but that's just, it was moments like that. I mean, you got some type of moments like that today. But that today is just like, man, it's
it's not this. It's just a whole bunch of scoring now and bad foul calls and like all these flagrant fouls that should be. It's just basketball. It's just hard foul basketball.
You can't even touch these dudes. You can't even look at these dudes today without them calling the fussy. I can't stand watching that motherfucker play, man. Because they always do little bitch ass shit to try to get a foul or something. Like, man, fucking just play, man. You too damn still athletic for that to be doing that little flopping ass bullshit. LeBron got that shit bad too. But like, you always, no matter what you do, you want to foul. You want to foul. You miss a layup, or you got foul. No, motherfucker, you just missed.
You just missed it. Missed it.
It's tough. That's why ain't really no good centers these days, because they can't be center, because usually you go into the center, you don't think twice before going into that fucking lane, because they knock your ass or they crash.
That's what the hard foul is for, man.
These dudes ain't scared to drop because they already know they're gonna get
they don't get the call.
And like, I can't, like, you just can't play like they got their mouths on the whistle too much these days. Fucking refs. Like, man, let these dudes play. That's why I love back then. They used to let them dudes play. You know what I'm saying? You have a tight game, maybe 99. Like I said, the highest score fight was like 110. Every now and then you might get a 120. That's not on average. That's average today, like 120 per team.
Yeah. I mean, usually if you see low scoring games, that means that they miss a lot of shots these days. Usually that means it was a good defensive game, but now it's just like how many shot attempts they take. It's like if you see a low scoring game, they wasn't hitting.
And they shoot a lot more threes than they shoot a shit ton of more threes than they did back then.
But you can blame Curry for that.
It was about getting to the cup back then. Nowadays, it's just like fuck that, we're gonna shoot. You know, you had your Reggie Millers. Who else?
Chauncey Billups.
You know, Chauncey Billups. You had Richard Hamilton. You had your 3-point shooters, but you know what I'm saying? It was just everybody on the guy. Not everybody in the league was shooters. You know what I'm saying? The like I said, the center position like obsolete now. It's like you got to be a stretch five to last these days. You can't be no back down, type center. Like Rudy Gobert, shit, he barely making the cut, honestly. I mean, he get you, you know what I'm saying? He gonna give you some rebounds. He gonna play some defense, but it ain't like he was like a dominant, like a Shaq.
Nah.
Or anything.
Nope.
Like even Embiid still shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I always say it's good for a center or a power forward to have like a good type of mid range. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like it could kind of free them up some. Like, you know, they give them too much space, they could go hit the mids, or they come out there, they go around, you know what I'm saying, do they post thing. But shit, nowadays these motherfucking centers just want to shoot goddamn threes. Like when I was in school, we had a center. This motherfucker love to shoot threes. I'm like, man, you don't take your big ass in the lane.
Yeah, you a big man. Get to the hole.
Today's era,
Check
shit,
that rim. It drive, man.
Shit, in today's era, they want him to be that way, to shoot threes. Like, man,
I see Wiseman shooting. They have Wiseman the rookie shooting threes and stuff. He's like a 7 foot shooting threes. It's just that's how the game is now. You don't have everybody shooting threes in all positions, and that's not how it used to be.
Wiseman, he wasn't that big in college. When he was like what 6'10" in college or something like that. Then he like a growth spurt, like standing like what 7'1".
Yeah, he's 7 foot at least.
He's 7 something. Shit, he a good player, but I don't know. I'm just used to it. Maybe he gets
out there. He's like a lot of shooting threes though.
Yeah, maybe because I'm getting old. That's just like when I go to the gym, man. All you see is these niggas shooting shit. I shoot threes because look, I gotta go to work. You motherfuckers ain't about to kill me. Like my young days, where I cross your ass over and go to the cup. No, I'm gonna shoot. I shoot a lot more because dudes don't know, especially dudes don't know how to play no damn basketball. They wanna put your ass. Now I'm cool. I gotta go to work, man. I ain't better help you. Fuck you, cause you didn't make it to where you wanted to make it. Now you got something. Think you got something to prove? You ain't got to prove nothing to me, homie. You should have proved that to them scouts.
Yeah.
You should have proved it to them, not me. I ain't no scout. Shit.
No cars.
Man.
I feel it, man.
Oh, and another well, it's like kind of in the middle of the 2000s. That Phoenix Suns scene with Steve Nash and Amari. That's how they start today. That run and gun type of style.
Mm-hmm.
See, back then, they was like one of the only teams running that type of offense. Now that shit is everywhere. Now that shit, that's what Brooklyn do. That's what they that run and gun shit. I'm like, that 7 seconds or less. I'm like, it don't teach no defense. I'm like, so.
Well, that's all Steve Nash did, but he never won a championship like that.
Exactly. Though. And guess who his assistant coach is? Mr. D'Antoni himself. Oh.
D'Antoni. Oh, hell no.
I'm sorry, D'Antoni killed that Lakers team with Kobe and who was it, Howard? Man, he killed that team.
Then they had the whole kitchen. I think y'all had the whole kitchen sink that year. Didn't y'all have or was that with Phil Jackson? Where y'all had Dennis Rodman? It was like the year after the Bulls broke up. Y'all had Dennis Rodman. I think y'all had Karl Malone. I had a whole bunch of stars.
Oh, that team. I think Dennis Rodman played. Like before, I think because he didn't play that. I don't think he played that year that they went to the championship. I could be wrong. I don't think Dennis Rodman was on them teams, but he did. But he did play for the Lakers. I do remember. I think he played like in '99. I want to say
something like that.
Karl Malone played that year that they lost to the Pistons. Him and Gary Payton was there, and then that's Gary Payton. I think he went to the Heat. I think Gary Payton left and went to the Heat. That's when him and Shaq.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. Yep.
Him, Shaq. What's his name?
D Wade.
They call that white chocolate. Was Jason Williams on that team? I can't remember.
I think he was. He was on the team. He was on the bench.
Okay. I didn't realize how cold Jason Williams was, man.
He really was, man.
Everybody think Luka or something, but I'm like, man, shit, Jason Williams is
the reason why they call him white chocolate.
Man, that
boy was a beast.
He used to. I can't stand. I really can't stand the way they praise Luka, man. I see the politics in it, but he ain't no dirt.
I would just say Luka been hitting some clutch shots though, but
he good. He a good player.
He's a good player, but he ain't. He's like, I mean, that playoffs last year in the bubble, he did some amazing shit.
Let's keep
I ain't gonna hate him.
He's a white dude who hoop like a brother. That's why they praise him so much. That's what it is. He's a white dude who hoop like a brother. That's why they give him so much damn praise.
So,
they like it's like a anomaly. Oh my God, you see that?
So how do you, all right, man? So how do you feel about him? Just what do you feel like is a double standard that people got mad that what's his name? Montreal Harris called him a bitch ass white boy.
No.
I didn't see anything wrong. I mean, to me, if he's calling him a bitch ass white boy, that boy was playing his ass off. He was getting frustrated, and that's the only thing he could respond because he couldn't do shit to him.
I mean, a lot of the dudes, if you ever hoop with white dudes on the court and someone busting your ass, some do get mad calling them that. You know what I'm saying? I hear that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know that shit. That's how it be. Some dudes
I see a big outcry about it,
and they cuss them out. But you know, when we say something like that, it's you know we get the rear end of stick, but they call us a nigga. They're gonna get a little slack for a little bit, and then it's gonna go away. But they're gonna talk about him calling him bitch ass white boy for the longest, because you know we live in America, and unfortunately that's how things go. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but shit like that don't surprise me.
Yep.
Shit.
In other words, you hear about Tiger Woods?
Yeah, I hope Tiger Woods get better.
I hope he recovers well.
It was a single collision, wasn't it? Was it just like
I think it was
swerve off or something?
Sound like he swerved off, and it was a one car crash, one car collision.
They said he wasn't intoxicated or nothing. Shit, I don't know. Maybe he looked down and then swerved off or something. I don't know. Yeah. I'm glad the brother's all right, man, and wish him a speedy recovery. You know what I'm saying? Tiger Woods, we need you, brother.
Yeah.
Black man playing golf. I mean, when you consider yourself black, but yeah. Well, man, that's all I got for today. You got anything else right now for the people?
That's about it. That's all I got.
Yeah, well, that's it, folks, ladies and gents. You know what I'm saying? Like to keep it short and sweet for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Till next time, like I said, Junior, I'm coming for your ass. I might have Junior on the next one and digging his ass about that Teofimo Lopez type, you know what I'm saying, shit. Because you think he a guy, but yeah, whatever. That's all we got. Y'all attention span ain't long enough for us to keep on going. But give me to wrap it up, man. It's your boy CJ.
Rhino right here.
This is Sports Talk. Get it off your chest. We out.
You got it on your mind, partner, get it off your chest. You got it on your mind, partner, get it off your chest. You got it on your mind, partner, get it off your